Yeah, every character in the film, there are these shells of who they used to be, who they once were, And I guess no matter how idealistic or good this guy seems, there's this undercurrent of, the effects of war just affect everyone, no matter how grand or wonderfully you see the world. It really manages to bleed its way into your life at some point, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's what it was saying. That's how I saw it anyway. That's what I loved about it, actually, that this character is apparently this good guy, turns kind of questionable, maybe,
And I guess most audience members would kind of say Randolph's the villain of the movie, but I didn't really see him so much as the villain because Wade's kind of the same way. We're just kind of getting his side of the story more so as the audience, you're kind of with him a little more. But you've played a villain in The Purge, but at what point do you think evil becomes likable?
That's a really good question. I guess there's something like something evil. I guess we ultimately go to see movies just because we enjoy seeing conflict that we couldn't otherwise live in our real lives. And I think that that's what endears us to evil characters. We see these horrific or more mild evil people, and we sort of flirt with the idea of what if that was us, what if we met that person, how would we interact with them, or is there a person like that in my life that I'm not even aware of, And I guess that's why we love to see bad stuff happen on screen, because it's the conflict we couldn't have otherwise have really lived ourselves in our own life, I guess.
Yeah, we kind of live through it vicariously.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess that's people's penchant to a conflict-driven character that's, the evil ones usually are the most interesting, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, because I've noticed that, in the last couple of years on television, it's the same way. If you Mad Men or Breaking Bad or what have you, it's kind of like we're drawn to those kind of characters lately.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. Yeah, and Dexter as well. There's these villainous characters that somehow. Yeah, I think there may be a projection of the worst version of ourselves that we like to see.
Yeah.
It's kind of dark and weird, but you get to see yourself in maybe how you'd be in a terrible situation, where you're really doing it because you believe it to be good and to be wholesome and true, but in actual fact it's just plain evil, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're coming out with Painted Black, Amber Tamlin's feature, and she's actually come where I'm from in Denton, Texas, and she's doing a poetry read of her new book.
Rad.
How is she as a director? Do you notice a difference between directors and people that are actors and directors? Do they have they get on your level a little bit better?
Yeah, I think there's a sense of they're in your trenches with you, I mean, there's kind of a language maybe, more intimate understanding of how vulnerable sometimes an actor can feel, and I think in assisting that and in recognizing that, you all of a sudden have can really cultivate a more sensitive performance maybe. And Amber's an incredibly talented director. She really does know what she's doing, and she understands exactly how she wants to shoot a scene. She's very direct with that, and there are some directors that aren't. They can be quite ambiguous with what they want, and I like direct directors, and she really was that. So I'm excited to see that movie. It's a really beautiful story, and I love the script. I think she did a great job transferring it from the book to the screenplay. So, yeah.
Well, thank you, man.
Sweet,
I really
man.
appreciate it.
Thanks very much.
I enjoy your work.
Oh, thanks.